He does not have a hairy forehead. He just has a very 12 years now, and in that time you have gone through at least 6 dozen grandmothers.
I come from a very big family.
Yeah, sounds more like a cult.
What?
I found this backstage. It's a note from Miss Whitaker.
That,
What does it say?
my dearest students, how nice. The best of luck to you in tonight's show. I would like to say something positive to give you all some motivation, but the fact that none of you bothered to come to a single rehearsal prevents me from doing so. I imagine you have a packed house full of people on the brink of turning into an angry mob. So, I've headed south from Mexico. In Whitaker, you all know is dead and gone. I am now known as Muy Guapa, and have decided to become a professional salsa dancer in Tijuana. Adios and good luck. You'll need it. Sincerely, Muy Guapa.
Very funny, Mrs. Whitaker. Come on now. Mrs. Whitaker? Mrs. Whitaker!
Joseph. Joseph.
What?
I don't think she's coming back. Excuse me?
She's now known as Moiwapa.
Oh, what?
Maybe we should just call this whole thing off and refund their money.
Listen, I am running the show now, do you hear me? A show is only as good as it's backstage. These people came for some entertainment, and we are going to give it to them. And now, ladies and gentlemen, join us as we walk down memory lane with some of the most classic and not so classic shows in history.
When one thinks of modern theater, you think of the classics. Shakespeare, Beckett, Stoddard. But before we can get to these classic and contemporary works that we all know and love, we first have to wade through over 5,000 years of history. But please, don't get up and leave. I'm not going to make you memorize any dates. In fact, I'll probably just focus on the gore stuff, and I promise that you won't learn anything. So, let's get started, because the quicker we rip this proverbial band-aid of history off, the quicker we can get to those classic stories that we all know and love. Theater started 5,000 years ago in Egypt, and there were 5 major types of plays. Stories about life after death.
What are you doing that night? Oh! Well, so this is where we go when we die. There's a lot like a theater in Olympia.
Plays about magical healing.
That's right. If you order now, the Fair Pharmacy channel will send you not 1, but 2 casts of Happy Cyrus' healing balm, made from 100% Egyptian camel droppings. Just a dab of this under the tongue will make you forget whatever it was that was ailing you. Side effects include halitosis and hepatitis. Just send us a stone tablet with your name and address.
There were also plays about the gods, the crowning of kings, and the Pharaoh's 30th year. Because in ancient Egypt, most people didn't even live past their 20s, which I guess would make me middle-aged. I'd be a 15-year-old with a midlife crisis, which is pretty depressing to think about. Boring! Fine. Moving on to Greece. Grease the country, not Grease the musical.
Oh, right.
We knew that.
I don't think you did.
Well, okay, no we didn't. But can we keep the costumes?
Fine. The Greeks were the first to develop the tragedy.
Tragedy, basically when just about everything that can go wrong, does go wrong.
Oh, you mean like that time you sent that really desperate and creepy Valentine to Laura McNally? Well, it was all roses are red and violets are blue. If you won't be mine, I'll cry myself to sleep.
Say, shut up.
Well, it turned out that Laura's mom worked at the local news station, and then she read it on the air.
I know this. I was there.
Well, and then you tried to be all suave and stop by her house and talk about it, but you didn't answer the door, so you thought she was playing cards again. And then you walked in on her dad doing yoga in his bed. Sorry, that would be an example of a tragedy.
Anyway, they were also the first to develop the trilogy.
Really?
Yeah, is that surprising?
Like first Greeks created Indiana Jones.
Yes, the Greeks created Indiana Jones in 400 BC. Cool!
Idiot!
Anyway, actually, Greek theater primarily consisted of traveling storytellers who would recite from the Iliad and the Odyssey, the 2 most epic poems of the day, both written by Homer. Aren't you going to say something about the author's funny name?
Too easy.
I mean, we are professionals.
Anyway, the Iliad is all about the mighty Trojans.
Whoa. Let's not get into that stuff. I mean, we learned about this stuff in health class, and I think
The Iliad is all about a great battle over Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world.
I am Helen, the face that launched 1,000 ships.
Seriously? This was the hottest story we had backstage. I mean,
stories were full of adventure and magical beasts such as the Cyclops. The underhanded ones. And sorceresses who would turn people into pigs.
Oink, oink.
But these Greeks were then conquered by the Romans, who adopted their form of theater. However, they soon grew bored of the tragedy and began to change the structure of their theater so they could include public executions.
Hey, were they called Romans because they used to go around a lot? Get it? Roman.
Swing it to Roman.
Now, we'll be fine.
Thank you.
Why do I have to keep dying?
Have you seen what you're wearing? It's a Star Wars toga. Yeah.
Anyway. Meanwhile, theater was being pioneered in China, and there were 3 major types of plays there, which included military celebrations, interpretive dance, and ancestor worship. However, all the women's roles were played by men.
Great. Never gonna live that down.
Eventually, modern theater came to Europe, but all the women's roles were still played by men.
What was wrong with these people?
Then, the Elizabethan period brought the greatest writer of all time, William Shakespeare. Meanwhile, in Italy, Commedia dell'arte was edging on, which were short plays. Man, get off the stage. You're ruining this scene. Anyway, Commedia dell'arte were short plays performed in the streets, which included improvisation.
Name an animal.
Hippo.
Look at me, I'm a boat.
And they included mimes.
Tree falls on a mine, horse, will make sound.
If a tree falls on a mime in a forest, does anybody care?
And they included jugglers.
God, I can't juggle. Do you think they notice?
I think it's clear often.
Okay, this is going on Facebook.
Man, get off the stage.
What are you doing?
Man, what is your problem?
Listen, guys, you did great.
Well, we were doing great till this guy showed up. He's ruining our scene. We still got 400 years of history to go.
Jeez, wake me up when it's over.
Wait a second. All right, let's just move on.
But we,
I'll talk to
history's
him.
important.
No, I'll talk to him.
Fine. Come on, you guys.
Joseph, have you ever actually been on a live show?
Yeah. Yes. Of course I have. Okay, no, but I don't think the fastest do with anything.
Well, it explains why you don't know how to act when there are performers on the stage. Do you even know anything about theater?
Listen, I pretty much took this job because I like to boss people around. So if you don't mind, I'd like a cup of coffee, 2 creams, no sugar. Thanks.
To begin with, you are breaking the 4th wall. Right now, you are standing on the 4th wall.
You're not going to give me that coffee, are you?
The most basic thing you need to know is that you do not cross through this invisible wall.
What is this, Dungeons and Dragons? You have an invisibility crystal and a healing all.
Just invisible, all right? But you need to pretend that there is a wall here and that the audience is looking in on our lives.
Like the aliens do when I'm asleep.
No, it's just invisible, right? But you need to pretend that it exists, even though it doesn't exist.
Oh, like the lost city of Atlanta.
All right? You're just not supposed to break
naughty.
I am going to punch you, you black boy. Shut up!
Are you ready with your first play yet? I'm getting tired and I'd like to nap in between acts.
We continue our review of all things theatrical with that classic Dickens tale, A Christmas Carol. What do you mean Tiny Tim had to run home to get a ukulele? That doesn't even make sense! No, we don't actually have to bring a Christmas goose. Well, tell him to put it back in the pond where he found it. What do you mean it's seasoned? Seasoned with what? All right now, don't apologize. If you're going to be difficult, you do Christmas caroling. Would somebody wake up the assistant director, please?
Oh, hey! I just had the wildest dream that it was a production night, and Mrs. Whittaker dished us before the show, and we had to make a full play by ourselves. Isn't that crazy? Oh no.
Romeo and Juliet, The Crucible, Oedipus Rex, all classic plays with strong male leads who had to face homicidal in-laws, puritanical judicial systems, and even being dumped on the side of the road as an infant. But these men overcame all of these seemingly unsurmountable obstacles, only to be brought down by the most diabolical thing man has ever faced.
The music of Nicki Minaj.
Hell no. Women.
Life is like a snow globe, it seems a little clear. Till the wind shakes it up, and then you got so much fear. She in it for your money, she in it for your love.
Well, while we have some downtime, I thought we might answer some questions that someone who asked while waiting for the show to begin.
I'm sorry, but are you wearing a blueberry?
What? Our first question comes from Joe Hunter. Joe would like to know, what does it take to become an assistant director?
Well, I'll tell you, Joe, it takes a lot of dedication and hard work. It takes the ability to think outside the box.
Good answer. And as far as stage managing is concerned,
I'm sorry, Alana, but let's stick to the questions.
Fine, sorry. Here's our next question, and it comes from Miss Heather Luscious. Heather would like to know, is the assistant director single? If so, what night is he available? This is not quite what we had in mind.
No, wait a minute. I think this is a thought-provoking question, and deserves an answer. As a matter of fact, I am single, and I will go out with you if you can guess my favorite word. Give up. It's suit, because it brings you and I together.
Moving on. Our last question comes from. Come on now.
What? Who's it from?
The President of the United States of Cool.
And what does the president of Cool ask?
Would the assistant director like to be my new vice president in charge of chicks?
As a matter of fact, I would.
Wait a minute. These are all written in your handwriting. Come on, Joseph. Where are the real questions?
Fine.
You made her up. She's a figment of your imagination.
That's all right with me.
Sorry about that. Here's our real question, and it comes from Michael. Michael would like to know, how do actors stay in mental shape while preparing for a show? That's a good question. I'm going to bring out two of our actors to help answer this question. Ben and Emily, will you please join us? This is Ben
Hi there.
and Emily. Hello. And as experienced high school actors, they will now explain how they get ready for a performance.
Well, usually I rehearsal with tongue twisters, stretches, that sort of thing.
And after warming up the body and voice, we sometimes play improvisation games. First I'm gonna ask for a volunteer. Anybody out there interested in playing a little game with us?
Ooh, me.
Anybody at all?
Pick me, please.
Anybody?
Me, please.
Fine, you can play. Nah.
Well, I mean, really someone else wants to play. I don't want to be pushed.
You're playing, got it?
Got it.
Okay, this is the little game called Murder. Who, where, and how.
Ooh.
You can play backstage before the show.
Alright. What were the rules again?
Okay, I'll go over it for all of you guys out there. First, you can volunteer for the audience.
That's me.
Right. Next, the volunteer covers up his ears. It is of the utmost importance that the volunteer can't hear a single thing, because if the volunteer couldn't hear anything, he knows that he smells like rolled cabbage and should be ashamed of the way he's dressed. Stop listening!
I wasn't listening, I was reading your lips.
You can't read a comic book. How on earth could you read my lips?
Alright, I was eavesdropping.
You were cheating. Now cover your ears and sing.
Ooh, cool. I have the power of the ocean in my hands.
All right, the next step is cheer as hard as you can and clap. Can I have an occupation? Yes?
Wait, what?
Lawyer. Teacher.
Artist.
Queen.
Taxi driver. Okay, how about artist? And can I have a location for the murder to take place?
Cupcake Factory.
Bowling alley. Okay.
Read the play.
I'm gonna choose bowling alley. And lastly, a murder weapon.
Feather.
Cheerios.
TV.
Dress. Dress. I'm going with dress this time. So I have an artist who's killed in a bowling alley by suffocating in a dress. Okay, Ben, you can come back out.
Oh, yeah.
Ben,
Huh? Is that you, Emily? I can barely hear you.
take your fingers out of your ears.
Oh, right. We ready to start?
Yes. First, occupation. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go. Crack the nerd. Of course, yes. Lay off. A video game player. Sword fighter. Am I missing something?
Square thing. Sort of like paper, but it's harder. And there's something in my hand that I'm dipping something into.
Like drawing? Okay, so painting.
Possible location.
Orphanage. Alien spacecraft.
When you're picking up the ball, and you're going over, and you're putting it, and you're
I lost it. Oh.
come on, you just touch it up. You can't read, you're all right.
You aren't even supposed to be talking.
Well, I wouldn't be talking if I was playing with someone who actually had a brain. Now, come on, you need to step it up.
Ball. At pins, right? So. Ooh, nice spare. I mean bowling.
And lastly, a murder weapon.
Dress.
You anything? How did you know that?
It's my worst fear.
Being killed by your dress.
Yes, just look at them so pretty and sparkly. You put them on and they suffocate you so tight.
Okay, let's put this together. Ben? Okay, let's put this together. Bowling ball. Read
So?
it.
Painter. A bowling alley. Built by a dress.
Oh, who's the lucky man? Okay, what have you got there?
Oh no.
What?
Melodrama.
Melodrama. Do you have anything else?
Wait a minute. Melodramas have been a staple of American high school theater since the dawn of time.
1974.
Pretty much.
Love tied to the tracks. Miserly McGee strikes again. My principal, a zombie. Deviant deeds on Devil's Island.
Well, we have a whole stack here, but we don't exactly have time to perform all of these.
Oh, but you don't have to.
And who are you?
My name is Sarah Jones.
And I'm currently
Don't listen to her. She's an idiot.
Do not.
Okay, now,
Just tell me when it reaches 0 and load again.
Okay, and go.
First you need a city, you know. You need to have a place like the old West Island, where deep in outer space, and you need a man, a young strapping man. He's a hero, protagonist. It's all part of the plan. Then the girl hops the tube. She's gotta be a cutie, but she's fun on the girl, and the guy gets the girl. Then holy cow, there's a big surprise. The long lost relative enters in disguise. The girl doesn't react even though he was willing. That's when we introduce the evil villain. The bad guy wants her, yes, the ring was there. Even though she hides and doesn't. The hero and the villain have themselves a battle. The good guy wins, sure, many counterattacks. But then there's a twist, keeps better than Mister. The guy that got back and brothers and sisters. The woman is disguised and does the big and mama. And now you're turning on and every drama. And
every melodrama ever written in under 60 seconds.
That was quite impressive, but I clocked it at a minute 19.
What? Let me see that.
Okay, I know I have some bugs to work on this. We'll just pick up the pace and see where it goes.
If you need a thing, you know, you have a place like the old West Island, or even out of space, and you need a man, young strong man, who can hear the protagonist, all part of the plan. And the girl hops too. She's gotta be a cutie, but she's hot and a girl, and the guy gets the girl. And holy cow, there's a big surprise. The long lost relative enters in disguise. The girl and the guy, even though he was willing. That's when we introduce the evil villain. The bad guy wants her, yes, the ring is lost in. Even though she finds it best. The hero and the villain hide. Back to the good guy, and sure, many times better. Then there's Whitney, Bella, and Lister. Guys who run on the brother and sister. Who is that surround the big mama? Guy in the water, and everyone drama. Yeehaw!
She did it. Glad that's over. I think we will just move on to another classic high school play, and also one of America's most touching dramas, Louisa May Alcott's Little Women. Ladies! What's going on? You're not even in costume.
More audio continues from the process and actresses. That's right, we will just bow down and take any part you give us.
Making us put on dresses, waiting around for men to find our characters worthy enough to marry?
And what is the grade title?
What are you talking about? Little Women is an exception in American theater. It has strong female leads, while unfortunately those contemporary plays leave women with minor one-dimensional parts.
If that's not true, why is it called Little Woman?
Would you rather be called thick women?
Are you calling us fat?
No! No! No!
And we all know about those other plays, like The Music Man. Not The Little Man or The Music Woman, but The Music Man. Why didn't we get cast in that role?
Because there are 4 of you, and the Music Man called for 1 lead male role.
That's just another one of your controlling lies. We are not allies in the English theater any longer with the brutish testosterone you play.
But what about the Little Women skit?
Oh, we pass. Come on out, boys.
Guys?
Well, we...
Talk! Tell.
Man,
Tell me what?
well... We tried to resist, but they were stronger.
Dude!
Man, I didn't want to tell him.
Give us Indian burns.
Well, it's all over now.
Oh, no, it's not.
Ow! You're hurting me!
We now present to you Little Men.
dress. That's why I always get stuck with the ugly dress.
Fair and square. Rock, paper, scissors. Now stay in character.
Let us have some fun.
Oh yes, let's.
I know. Why don't we quiz each other on our multiplication table?
That sounds a little racy. Think Father would approve?
Who cares? Father's not here.
My heart is fluttering faster than the time we get cookies before Sunday service.
Okay, I'll start 3 times 7.
Oh, 21.
Someone might hear us.
Sorry.
4 times 7.
Ooh, me. 28. Now, Beth, shame on you. You know that 7 is the devil's number.
I'm sorry.
Okay, guys, you know what? We're done. This is the stupidest scene that I've ever been in.
Well, wait, can't you hang in there a little longer?
Why would anyone want to continue doing this?
I have never worn a dress before, and I'm experiencing new comfort level I've never known.
Alright, this completely pointless. We actually enjoying yourself.
Just
Hang on, it's not completely pointless. I mean, there's nothing funnier than a guy in a dress. Allow me to elaborate.
You'll always get a giggle when you dress 'em up.
the banana of truth.
Where are we?
We are nowhere and everywhere, somewhere and here.
I understand. Tails.
Ooh, ah, well, I'm getting off this train.
Tails again.
This doesn't make any sense.
It's surrealism. You just don't get it.
I don't think there's anything to get. Meow, meow. Woof, woof. Meow, meow. Woof, woof. Meow, meow. Woof. Meow, meow. Woof, woof.
Now, all the world has to offer us is trapped in the communication of our hands.
This is ridiculous.
Tails.
Gentleman has no mother. Has no mother.
The journey continues.
Okay, how long we have to speak up the stage?
You're breaking character.
I'm going to break something. Does this mean you don't need the prayers of forgiveness?
You're ruining our show.
I don't think that's possible.
Just about anything we do can make this show better.
Listen, you.
Wait! See, even awkward silence is better than this production.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like things have gone a bit out of hand. How do we handle this? That I can tell you with one word.
Intermission! 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 Take a break.
Get yourself a snack. Take a little break. Don't worry, we'll be back. Our show is halfway done. Make
Over the years, many paintings have produced that classic Dickens story, A Christmas Carol, and would Scotia would be complete without the overland gimmick of turning a classic work of English literature into a base and uninspired rap number that would leave Mr. Dickens spinning in his grave. So now, be prepared to shake your fists in utter disgust. Our version entitled A Christmas Carol, yo, 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 sponsored by Reebok and Cool.
You got it all wrong. You have to say Cool Whip.
This may say Cool.
Don't pronounce the H. It's just Cool Whip.
Cool.
I give up.
Yeah.
Yo, what up? I'm Scrooge, and this is my homeboy, the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future.
I'm a triple threat, yo.
Hey, wait, hold up. Where's Tiny Tim?
Aw, man.
Maybe just my wig.
His wig.
Who are you supposed to be?
I'm Tiny Tim.
Did he get hit in the head or something?
No. You don't paint in this.
Yeah. I know who Tiny Tim is. Right name, very wrong character.
There's nothing Tiny Tim.
Yeah, you're the one that be like, God bless us, everyone.
Sorry, no.
A Christmas Carol?
Never heard of it.
Oh, man.
Dickens,
Oh, now there'll be language.
I can't.
Look, man, if you aren't familiar with this part, it's gonna be kind of difficult for you to rap with us.
So you're gonna make me get my wig, my ukulele, you're shooting up the stage.
Well, if you don't know the part,
It's just like trying out for the volleyball team.
No, you can't play. You're not a girl.
No, they didn't have that.
All right, okay, fine. You can rap with us.
I don't need a video.
oh, okay, man. Look, we need you in the song.
Yeah.
So you just beatbox a little, and when we point to you, your line's gonna be, God bless us, everyone. Do you think you can handle that?
You gonna handle that? Shoot, I'm the beatboxing master.
All right. Well, whenever you're ready. Yeah.
When I say bye, you say humbug. Bye.
Humbug.
Bye.
Humbug.
You heard of everybody, everybody loves recognition.
There was an old man living long ago, sitting in his office, hogging on his coat. His name was Scrooge, and he liked his money. Nothing ever made him smile, nothing ever seemed funny.
He had a lone worker. His name was Bob Cratchit. Keeping track of the books was full of Bob's racket. With mouth to feed and a mortgage to pay. He had to deal with his cold every single day.
Every day, you have to deal with the cold every single day.
When Christmas rolled around, Bobby asked for a break. Scrooge didn't take Scrooge on a crazy trip. Spinning him from time to make Scrooge didn't give a rip. He yelled, "Bah, humbug!" and he fell right back to sleep. But it wasn't long at all till he was right back on his feet.
Back on his feet, back on his feet. Mr. Scrooge rolls right back on his feet.
The first of the spirit came from the past. So true, the woman whom he had loved last. She was perfect as a king, but she looked like a Barbie doll. She thought it was a must that he was the precious girl.
The second of the ghosts came from the present and showed him what the town thought of the cruise resident. Everyone made fun of his grumpy, grouchy Scrooge and loaded with that free self-serving attitude.
The final spirit came to visit from the future. He never ever spoke, he just pointed to the future. As he probably can tell, I couldn't find her on the future. Except for the position, but it didn't really fit.
So Scrooge woke up with a sudden start and the pounding of his hard geriatric heart. He fell to sudden knees just to send his money loose. So he went to the butcher just to buy a great goose. He gave it to the grass,
Along with some pudding and a side of corn. Life seemed brighter than the Christmas sun. Tiny Tim summed it all up with God bless everyone.
yeah, that was Tiny Tim. His last name is Cratchit.
If he's got an itch, you know he gon' scratch it. If he takes
You know he's gonna back you. Merry Christmas. What? Merry Christmas. What? Merry Christmas. We're true food chains.
Okay, I'm sorry, but how many dresses do you have back there?
I've lost count.
Well, as I was saying, that went well.
Yes, I couldn't agree with you more. Perhaps we should try more contemporary. I've got Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
No, we don't have the costumes.
Which one?
The wolf.
All right. Rent.
Lint.
Moving on. You're in town.
Sorry, no, I went for the show. Wait. No, I can drink some iced tea if you want.
No, what's the matter with you?
Well, maybe we shouldn't do a contemporary piece. I mean, we do have a lot of children in the audience.
Oh, yes. And Shakespeare is just all warm and fuzzy. My mother always read me Titus Andronicus before tucking me to bed.
That explains a lot. Oh, what about our town?
Perfect, only we don't have a script.
Oh, that's fine. If I remember right, all we need is a bit of characterization and a stool.
All right. Well, I have an idea. Do you remember what we did during intermission?
Yes, but the audience wants to see Roxy Hardaway.
Not that! Remember? We told that girl to do some research and
Oh, right.
open the curtain. During intermission, these two actors did some research on our local town's history. You know who the first settlers were, how the town got its name, that sort of thing.
And now we would like to take the time to get to know our beloved town a little better in a segment we're calling We'd like to take the time to get to know our beloved town a little better.
Here we find Sophie and Aaron looking out over the town of Olympia.
Excuse me? I'm actually quite happy. Did someone tell you I was upset?
Not that word.
I'm failing to hear the difference. Maybe if you speak up.
I was trying to be subtle. I'm not from here. I don't know anything about this town. I grew up in Kentucky.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll talk slower. Whoa, I don't know how they French kiss in Kentucky, but around here, we leave the tongue intact. We do get to kiss, don't we?
You can marry her,
on my way up north. My car battery died a couple blocks away, and I saw the lights of this theater. And so I got to talking to the stage manager, and she said I could borrow a jumper cape for my group to do a little acting. We were talking during the intermission, and I told her how I was in the community production of Oklahoma. I played the mute circus clown.
Wait, there's no mute circus clown in Oklahoma.
About that, a lot of people tried out for it, and the director felt a little bad about turning some of us away. So he took some liberties with the script.
Now would be a good time to start. What do you want me to do? I want you to act.
To be in Olympia, or not to be in Olympia, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler to live here, or possibly just rent a while until the market improves.
Where the corn grows as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's going clear up to the sky.
Sometimes you want to go where everyone knows your name, and they're always glad you came to Olympia.
I need to think. I haven't seen a lot of movies, but let's see. What have I got? Anything? Olympia, where the town is very nice and it has great weather, I think.
You'll find that funny girl.
Yeah, and you should try to visit that Italian restaurant, Mamma Mia's. That's good food.
And you're down on your luck. The townspeople are always happy to give you sweet charity.
And as the sun sets and the moon rises over Olympia, you can hear a little night music. There are lovers at the windows whispering sweet words like,
I'm mad as heck and I can't stand you anymore. I mean, I love you. You're perfect. But I've changed. And all that jazz.
Olympia, where all the towns are staged and all the men and women
nearly players.
But there are no... I can't even think of anything today. Let's see. There are no small jobs. Only small employees.
But don't go into the woods, because you might find yourself lost in Yonkers.
That was a bit of a stretch.
Let's go with it. Our time's almost up.
So in conclusion, things may get us down. But remember, the sun will always come out tomorrow. And if it doesn't, we'll be singing in the rain.
Because there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
That's it. That's all you got.
You talking to me?
Enough. Your quotes. All right. That's it. You're both through off the stage.
I could have been somebody. I could have been a contender.
I could force you if you insisted.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a hot dog.
No more quotes now. I mean it.
Does anyone want a peanut?
This has been a very special edition of We'd Like to Take a Little Time to Get to Know a Beloved Town, Monsieur Peter.
I really must admit, I'm getting pretty sick of musicals that don't know when to quit. They seem to have a song to go along with every little act their players commit.
But not us. Oh no, I wouldn't want to waste my audience's time without first letting them in on it. To be perfectly honest, this is a gratuitous number. I've got a reason to sing. Sets me to change, so we're gonna kill time. We'll distract you with the tune and the words that rhyme. It don't mean a thing, but still we're gonna sing. It's a gratuitous number, we're gonna sing it for you.
This is a gratuitous number.
Ew, calculated infringement. Big deal. Don't buy into that FBI scam. I've downloaded over 100 movies and burned over like 200 DVDs in the past year. And nothing's ever happened to me. Ow!
Wait a minute, weren't you just talking about improvisations? Well, it's like a parody. If you don't mention the titles of these plays and change the settings and the characters around enough, the audience will still know what play we're putting on and we can't get sued.
And that would make something like The Music Man a bit more interesting.
No real titles, remember?
I mean, The Cassackers.
Yes, perhaps we should leave this up to the actors.
Well, break a leg.
Joseph! No!
Well, all right, guys, let's get started.
Let's do it.
We now bring you the story of an abnormal brain placed in the body of a bird. So I present Frankenstein.
Imagination. Light.
Next scene.
Goody Procter and Gamble, I find you guilty of being a Girl Scout.
Oh, I'm not a Girl Scout! Liar! Are there others who will this? Why, you know that it's forbidden to be a Girl Scout. Their cookies are too delicious. And they make us sick.
You came to me in my dream, tried to force me to eat then just made for this. Burn!
Yes, sir.
You. We brand you with the letter B because you've been seen in the forest playing the most sinful instrument of all, the banjo.
But I can't help it. I love the banjo.
Nobody loves the banjo. Where is your daughter?
Here I am.
What was your name again? Opal? Jade? Topaz? Sapphire?
I just wanted to tell you, your father, he and I, we had been in love. I was a banjo player. He played. Tell me, Mother. He played the Zion. You're never meant to be. You're more than child. I'm a musician. The hills are alive with the sound of kazoos.
Sometimes life can be as shaky as a fiddler on top of a cat. Yeah, Tin Pan Alley. If I lived in Jersey, yada dee 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 dum. All day long I'd try to move away. Next scene, guys. Hermer.
I beg your pardon?
Hermer.
Oh, I got a bad sandwich in my pocket.
More Greek cookies.
Where am I supposed to get cookies at this hour? The only cookies I can get are from that maniacal baker who's dating the woman that I love.
Scene next. You go on and get out of here. You can't go treating a woman like that and expect her to run you back.
I love my girl. Bring her down here.
Go home. You're so messed up. You can't even remember her name.
Sure I do. It's, Umbrella! Mozzarella! It's a pretty novella.
You're pathetic.
Novella!
where. Which, what, where, who? Such a pretty me. Such a pretty me. Please hold up your strings for the melody. I don't care if the solo is teeny. It would be mere manna from heaven, such manna to sing something other than singing. I'm down on my knees for the melody, begging with all of my might, just have a word, and let this chorus go. This
Nobody cares. You think that is something? I happen to be a student of mine.
Mine? I didn't know that. How long? Wait. Mrs. Whittaker! Stop that!
Well, I'd like to say that this was a guess. That I didn't show up tonight because I wanted you to be able to prove yourself. I'd like to say that I'm proud of you.
Well, is that what's really going on?
No. This idiot locked me in the trunk of his car!
You what?
I can't take it any longer. I have to confess. I locked Mrs. Whittaker in the trunk of my car.
You are confessing. I just told them that.
Joseph, why did you do it?
Because I wanted more artistic control. Mrs. Whittaker is always trying to make people laugh. I want to make people think. I want to make people cry.
I never knew that. What did you have in mind?
I call it silence is the key to the soul. 4.5 hours of nothing but minds being pretended to be stuck in a loveless relationship.
Please, let me out. I want love, not a marriage built around convenience, but love.
That's great. You'll have 3 months to practice.
Really?
Oh, yes. And in fact, you can practice it every day this summer while you're working off the 300 hours of community service I'm going to assign you for pulling this stunt. And in fact, you can start right now. Come on, everybody. Let's have a cast party. You heard me.
Are you alright?
Oh, what? Oh, I didn't realize you're still here.
Oh, I was just getting my, jacket.
Oh. Enjoy the party.
You know, it really wasn't that bad of a show.
You're just saying that.
No, really. I mean, some of the songs were actually quite good.
To be specific.
Well, that, gratuitous number bit. I didn't even think you knew what gratuitous meant.
I have a thesaurus. I don't mean to be superfluous, but we make a pretty good team.
You know, you drive me crazy.
I know.
And half the time I just want to strangle you until your little eyes bug out.
My mom says the same thing.
And once, when I saw you coming down the hall, I locked myself in my own locker just so I wouldn't have to talk to you.
Enough already.
But
what?
well, I was thinking, maybe we should write a show together. A real show.
You mean it?
How many plays have you auditioned for?
14.
And how many times have you been asked to be the assistant director?
14.
And I'm always asked to be the stage manager. Tonight was the first time we could show these people that we can sing and dance and act too.
And if we write our own show, we get to be the stars.
Yes, no more prompting from the back.
We're having to clean up the dressing room.
We're having to go and get snacks for everyone.
We're slipping Imodium into the lead's food, praying we'll be too sick before the show, so I get to be the lead instead.
I have been in and out of the bathroom all night.
Those cookies weren't meant for you.
If we wrote and directed our own shows, we wouldn't have to share the spotlight with anyone ever again. We'll find a spotlight big enough for two. The world will swoon at the sight of me, standing next to you. We don't need to have directors, writers, or a crew. All we need is a stage. We'll be all arranged. We'll find a spotlight shining where we are. I'll get my very own dressing room, and on that tour there'll be a star, a celebrity for all the world to see. Every person I meet will wish that they were me. We'll take this town by storm, then we'll be on our way. Should we head for Hollywood first, or start out on Broadway? As a pair we know there's nothing we can't do. All we need is a spotlight big enough for two.
Let's start right now.
But what about the party?
Don't forget the party. Let me just grab a piece of paper and a pen from my locker. I'll be right back.
Oh, a spotlight big enough for me. I don't need to share the glare, or just one name on the marquee. I don't need that guy around to cramp my style. I can do it alone. Make the audience smile. What is the matter with you?
A spotlight needs a lighting crew. What the heck were you thinking? We're standing right here watching you. Your ego's twice the size of Fenway Park. Don't